Third time DUI or third offense DUI in California is when you have 2 prior convictions for DUI or wet reckless in the last 10 years. And these include most out-of-state DUI convictions. Now, there's 5 types of consequences that generally flow from a third-time conviction.
The first penalty you can expect to see is a probation. The probation range is 3 to 5 years, and with a third-time DUI, a lot of times the court's going to want a longer term of probation, closer to 5 years. This is a summary type of probation. You don't have a probation officer where you have to check in with. It simply means that you have to obey all laws and comply with the judge's DUI terms of probation. Otherwise, the judge has discretion to impose a jail sentence.
The second consequence of a third-time DUI conviction in California is a fine. Now, usually the fine is about $2,000 once all the court costs are factored in. Usually the judge will give you time to pay that if you need to. And oftentimes you're able to convert it to community service or even jail time in lieu of the fine.
The third penalty for a third-time DUI in California is an alcohol or DUI school. The court will usually impose an 18-month program.
The fourth consequence is the license suspension. Now, on a third-time DUI conviction, the license suspension period is 3 years. You can get a restricted license after 24 months, after serving 2 years of that, if you've installed an ignition interlock device in your car. However, for the first 24 months, you cannot drive, at least not legally. And if you refuse to take the blood or breath test upon your DUI arrest, then there's no opportunity for a restricted license, and it's a 3-year hard suspension.
The fifth penalty you'll see on a third-time conviction for DUI is jail time. The state requires a minimum of 120 days in jail. Some counties have policy that you have to spend 240 days in jail. You could see up to a year in county jail on a third-time DUI.
For many people charged with third-time DUI, the most terrifying prospect of conviction is the idea of serving jail time, especially 120 days plus. But often it's possible to work out some sort of jail alternative. And in particular, many judges are willing to allow a defendant to do a live-in drug treatment program or alcohol treatment program in lieu of jail time. And also, it's often possible to serve time doing work furlough or in a private jail as opposed to a terrible place like the Los Angeles County Jail.
The good news is, here at the Schaus Law Group, many times we can get a third-time DUI reduced or dismissed and avoid all of these harsh penalties, even when the blood or breath results were above the legal limit.
If you or a loved one is charged with third-time DUI in California, call us here at Schaus Law Group. Let's see what we can do to help you.